Hey guys, it's me again. So I'm at the Ashmolean today instead of in my room just because I had the time right now to film something, so I decided I would. Plus I like being outside here because the weather is not horrible like it is in America. Although right now it's raining, so maybe not the right time to say that. Well anyways, today has been a pretty good day so far. We had our group talk class, which was really fun. We talked about ikigamis. Oh no, it was ikigai? Yes. We talked about ikigai, which is a type of Venn diagram which takes what you're good at and what you love and your mission and a bunch of different things, and it kind of puts it together and gives you like a new perspective on what you should maybe be doing with your life, which is kind of interesting. Definitely if you didn't have any clue what you're doing with your life, such as people like me, it's definitely a good starter point, I think, for learning a little bit more about yourself and what you just, it's a good thing to think about, I think. And so that was really fun. It's just starting to rain here, so I might have to go inside in a little bit, but yeah, so we did that, and yesterday was kind of a slow day. I don't know if I talked much about being in London, but I went to London on Saturday, and we started at 10 o'clock. We left for London, to Greenwich actually. So we left for Greenwich, and that was like an hour drive there, and then we had to go into central London more, so that we had to figure out, there was 5 girls and I. Originally I thought it was just gonna be Maria and I, so turns out both Marias were gonna be there and 2 other girls. So we had 5 people going into London, and we all took a good grief, I can't think of the word. We took the underground together into the town, which was really fun, and we got our train passes, and it ended up costing about £6 to get into the town. And then we went to a bunch of different places. We went to the London Eye, the Tower Bridge, we saw Big Ben, but it was under construction, so that was kind of boring. And then we saw, obviously, Westminster Abbey, also under construction. So those were both a little bit disappointing, because I was really excited about seeing them, but they're under construction, so there really wasn't all that much to see. And they're going to be under construction for the rest of my trip, so I don't think I'm going to really get to see much of them at all. And then I really liked the Tower Bridge. That was probably my favorite of the big things that we saw. But the touristy area was not as much fun as like going to Soho. We went to Soho, which is Chinatown, and we had a lot of fun there because there weren't quite as many people and there were a lot of street performers. So it was just a good time. There's lots of music, and every street that you walked down had different music. So it was very interesting and very easily to get lost, I think, there. But we had dinner at a, I guess it was more lunch. We had lunch in Soho, and it was very good. I had squid cakes, which I've never had before, and then chow mein, which I have had. So I picked 2 things because I thought if one goes horribly wrong, the other will be okay. And because I'm me and I don't want to try too many new things, I tried something that I knew pretty well, and then one thing that was new. So that was really fun. And then after that, we split up. Our group split up because some people wanted to go shopping and some people wanted to go to a park, and I wanted to go to a concert. Well, it wasn't really a concert. It was a lot of things, but it ended in a concert. It was a convention, I guess you could say. That was really fun. The convention was really, really fun, and I had a good time at it. I got to meet Jessica, who is a YouTuber that I happen to like. That's a B. There's a B right there. And that was really cool. She's a deaf YouTuber, which is interesting, and I got to talk to her a little bit, and it's raining a little bit more now, but it's always raining here, so I'm just gonna live with it. Yeah, so that was really cool. I really wanted to meet Banana Jamma, but she wasn't there that day, which was fine, but I did get to buy some of her artwork, which was also really, really cool, because I really like her artwork. I guess she goes by Jamie Jo now, but so that was really neat, and I had a really good time with that. And then I got to meet up with some friends, and then after that, I should have mentioned, it was about an hour by underground to get to the thing, but I didn't mess up. I didn't go the wrong way, not even once. I was really proud of myself about that. And then I got back without a hitch, which is great. But I got there, we were supposed to all meet up at Paddington Station at 8:30, and I ended up getting there at like 7:45, so there was quite a bit of time. So I walked around the stores there, and it's very interesting. The gift shops here, nobody is super pushy, but at the gift shops at Paddington Station, they are very pushy. Like, I'd just be looking at something like, you want this, and I'm like, no, I was just looking at it, and they're like trying to shove it in your hand, like, or like I was just looking at the phone case, like, what kind of phone do you have, and like trying to get me to buy these. It was very, very pushy, and I did not like that at all. So I didn't really look at the shops for very long in London, just because of just how pushy they were. And then anyways, someone else showed up around 8 o'clock. So we hung out for a little while, we were doing things, and we ended up buying our tickets back to Oxford. We went to Oxford with we went from Oxford with the entire group, but since they left at like 5 o'clock and it was like around 8:30 then, we ended up having to come back on our own. I think we went by train. Yeah, we went by train. And the last one out was 8:50 was the last train back, but we were all supposed to meet at 8:30, and so there was an 8:30 train, and then there was an 8:50 train, and we decided to go for the 8:50, which is a really good thing because some people were late, as in we bought their ticket and we were running to the platform and they just happened to barely make it before the train started moving. It was quite terrifying, actually, that one of our girls almost didn't make it back to Oxford. And she didn't realize it was the last train out either, so that was kind of terrifying. When she did find out, she's like, oh, I can't believe I made it. It was really great. But yeah, it was a really big day. We did a lot of stuff, and I had a really good time, and we took a lot of pictures. But that was just really fun, especially being on the underground on my own was kind of terrifying, but I was really glad that I did it because I didn't really trust myself to be able to navigate the underground at all, but I did, so that was kind of a moment for me. I was just like, yes, I can actually do this. So that was really exciting, and I just really liked the underground, except that it was really warm sometimes, and I didn't like how warm it could be, especially when you have lots of people there. But anyway, so that was my day in London, and then Sunday I didn't really do much at all. I had some really big days. Wednesday was kind of a chilling sort of day. A day where I just didn't do quite so much, and then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I felt like it was just go, 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 and I was just constantly doing stuff. So it was really nice on Sunday not to do anything. I originally had wanted to go to Christ Church Cathedral. The service was at 8 in the morning, and I didn't get back till about midnight, and I didn't get to bed until like 2, so I didn't get enough sleep and ended up waking up at 8 o'clock and being like, there's no way I could get to the service on time. So I didn't end up going to that, but I looked around and it was really beautiful. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get to go to the service at Christ Church Cathedral, but at the same time I didn't think I would have gotten much from it, other than just seeing the beauty of it, and I've already seen it. So I ended up listening to a recording of my service back from home, but I had to wait until like 4 o'clock, kind of late actually. Actually really, really late, because I was waiting for it to show up and then it didn't, so I just ended up doing a week that I missed. But yeah, I ended up waiting for a while until I could get a recording, and it's quite slow here, so that was interesting. But anyways, yeah, I did that for kind of my service today, since I didn't really know any of the churches and I didn't really feel comfortable meeting a bunch of new people when I've already met so many new people, and it's just been a lot of meeting new people, and I just kind of wanted one day where I didn't have to do anything. So yeah, I stayed in most of the day. I painted, I drew, I just had a nice relaxing Sunday, and then today, like, we've done some lessons and stuff, and yeah, so it's starting to pour a lot. So I'm gonna go in. Yeah, I don't want to get soaked. So anyways, that was just about all I can think of to update you guys on, and you guys have a great rest of your day.